Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Ireland Live for Thursday, the 6th of March, 2025. My name is Paul Fitzsimons. I'll be joined by Orla in a while, and I sent out another few invites as well to people to see when they come on. But listen, it's packed again this week, isn't it? We have triple lock on. We had the big protest yesterday with Gavin for George Martin Nolan. It was a big success now, I have to say. We got up there and it was brilliant. We walked up the quays. It was a really, really great day, I have to say now, you know what I mean? And I'll play a few videos now in the next couple of minutes. But it was, as I said, there was a Palestinian march as well, for the same time. And I think they got 4 people. So I'd say we got couple of hundred, you know what I mean? But it was great. We all went marching up the thing. Jeez, we're up to 100 there now already. Fair play to people. Keep sharing it out there. Share it everywhere. I'll just throw it out there now. You can watch live and comment on X, Fitzy at RuggerMurph27 and on Facebook, Paul Fitzsimons, and www.theirishchannel.com/live. Just log in there. Go onto the website there, and you can comment and you can do everything the same as you can do on Twitter and Facebook. So yeah, share it out everywhere, people. Please do. You can add comments on theirishchannel.com live. Okay, I'm gonna bring up Orla. Good evening, Orla. How are you? Can you hear me?
Hi, Paul. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Brilliant. How are you?
I can't hear you. Hold on a second.
You can't hear me? Yeah, okay, she mustn't have added her. Doesn't matter, not to worry, she'll be back in there now in a minute. Just let's see the comments. Looking forward to the show, lads. In bed with the flu all day. Oh, Jesus, Ken, sorry to hear that. Got to be careful here of the COVID and vaccine brigade, so we'll all stay. Don't say it's the man flu. Lots of TLC, tea, Lucozade, and extra green for a joint. Good man, Ken, fair play to you. Get in there and just enjoy yourself. Hi, guys. What we got there? Sorry. High five, you guys. High five, you too. So I'll just bring Orla up now. Can you hear me now, Orla?
I can, yes.
Deadly. You mustn't have activated the microphone, did you? Is that what you did?
I don't know. I just went back out and just pressed a few buttons.
Let's see. Different type of day for me. Stuck in bed, the same shit, different day in Dublin. 10-year-old girl pepper sprayed. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, shame on the Garda Síochána. There would have been a brawl if more. I'll pull that video down now in a while. Did you see that?
I didn't hear. No, I didn't hear about that.
They were taking, I think, our father out of the car, and they pepper sprayed him in the car. But the child was in the car as well. So the child, all her face and all was covered in pepper spray, the whole lot. But
and what was it over?
I don't know whether he had warrants or something. I don't know, and that's why I don't really want to comment on it. You know, that sort of way, because we don't know what it was about and what it was over. But the gist of it was the guards pepper sprayed into the car and the child was in the car, you know. So I don't know whether they knew the child was in the car or whatever. I don't know. And I'm not throwing aspersions at anyone, but that's what happened. And they were the facts. Yeah, there is their 10-year-old pepper spray. That's crazy. Yeah, it is crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I tell you, if that happened to my child, there'd be war. Listen, it's happening to kids all the time. Like, there's a video circulating there. I done a live stream from Coolock last year, and there was an 8-year-old child got pepper sprayed. My 68-year-old father was pepper sprayed. There was a 62-year-old terminally ill woman pepper sprayed. Like, what? Are we going to wait until it's your child? And then I'm not getting at you, Colette. Don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying that's what people are saying all the time. Oh, there'll be war. But it is happening. Like, it is happening. Like, you know what I mean? I've seen it. I've been there. I've seen kids. We've lost their head over it. And it's just horrible, man. It really is. Hi, Paul, Orlando, and all. Orla, and all.
I met Jane, actually, at the protest yesterday.
You did you? Yeah, I met a good few there yesterday. It was a good load there yesterday. Look at that. EU have signed off on 800 billion war machine. What is going on? We are going to war with Russia. That's exactly what it looks like. You know what I mean? That's really exactly what it looks like. Evening, Paul and all that, and folks.
Hi, Dennis.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, Dennis. Where will more Gardaí get guns? I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. It's more guns in the country can have a knock-on effect as well.
Yeah, yeah. How are you, Brian? Greetings from Fairview.
Hi, Brian. How are you?
Nice meeting you yesterday. Yeah, we good crack yesterday, I have to say. But I tell you what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with this video first, okay, of Gavin yesterday. Okay. At I think it was it was at the Dáil yesterday morning. We started with that one, and there's a couple more, but we played them through the show.
With thousands upon thousands of child abuse images, and then walk out the door. Does anybody think that's right? No! Now we want Judge Nolan gone, we want his resignation, and we want judicial reform. He is here and there at the Dáil, the people are here. People that have been sexually assaulted, women that are victims all the time, end up in court and are asked what was he wearing on the night. All sorts of crap that he shouldn't have been asked. If you're a victim, you deserve justice, am I right? Yeah. Every paedophile should spend the rest of their life in prison. It's as simple as that. And any politician aiding and abetting them is an enemy of the Irish people. Yeah. Now, as you all know, Nicola Fox is here also. She's fighting to try to get her son Harry back from the UK. This is a mad system. The judicial system in this country is broken, from the family courts to the law courts. We need change. And the reason why what's going on now is some of the parties are all drafting up legislation on the left wing to call for longer sentences for sex offenders. A bunch of Johnny-come-latelys. Jump on the bandwagon is what they're doing. Why does it take me, a taxi driver who left school at 16, to call out for the judicial system for people to get justice? This is like a backwards country. So we want Nolan now. What do we want? Nolan now. When do we want it? Now. Nolan, Nolan, Nolan. Now. What do we want? Nolan now. When do we want it? Now. Nolan, Nolan, Nolan. Now I hope you can hear that in the door. That's Mary Lou, Simon Harris, Richard Boyd Bennett, Holly Cairns and a package. All of you better be listening to the people. People deserve justice. It's as simple as that. And as for the triple lock thing, you won't be taking any air kids to foreign wars either. Yeah. You won't be drafting air children. If you want this so much in the door without asking the people, you send your own kids. Yeah. Now, some people here are unwell and sick, and there's elderly people here. So we're going to march to the CCJ and call for Nolan's resignation. But some of the people, if you aren't able for that walk, that's okay. Well, just letting you know. If you look at the way the media have treated, some of the men that came here today have been called names in the media, left, right and centre. One man here beside me, Ferg. And how's he a bad man? He's standing here beside me calling for the judge's resignation that has given no victims justice. Like we're standing here demanding justice. Is that much to ask? No. But no, well, the media reporter probably, no, they're more worried about what's going on in Palestine and Ukraine and every other country. We need to start worrying about what's going on in our country and the poverty affecting our people and the injustices that are happening in the judicial system every single day. People shouldn't have to fight to see their kids. It should be a God-given right. Yeah. So hopefully you can all march with me in solidarity and call for this Judge Nolan's resignation, because the Irish people have just had about enough of it. Come on, Gavin. Yeah.
Yeah, and listen, everything he says there is true, like, you know what I mean? And Judge Nolan did actually, he did actually sentence someone. When we were outside there yesterday, he actually sentenced someone to, hang on a second, I find it here. I think it was yours.
Is that what I sent to you earlier on?
Yeah, yeah.
I know the suspended sentence.
Yeah, I'm going to share this now. As you can see there, man found to have nearly 3,000 images of child sexual abuse avoids jail. Keith Farrell of Lanu Road, Ballyfermot, of Lefanu Road, Ballyfermot, Dublin 10, pleaded guilty to possession of child sexual abuse material. The court heard that 4 images were classed as Category 1. Yeah, of the Category 1, most serious type material. Of the 2,868 images found in the legal files, over 1,300 were of sexual nature, and 458 depicted child exposure. Detective Gardy Doyle agreed with the defence counsel that his client provided Gardy with his passwords and apologised. Whoop-de-doo. It was further accepted that the deleted images were found in unallocated cluster files, which Gardy assessed using a high-level software. Farrell had a difficult upbringing and turned to drink and drugs to cope, the court heard. He is a carer for his mother, and his other personal circumstances were also outlined in court. Judge Martin Nolan, again, noted that possession of child sexual abuse material is a well-trodden crime in this court. He noted the court must follow advice given by higher courts, which have indicated that non-custodial option must be considered in absence of aggregating factors. Okay, must be considered. That doesn't mean, okay, you've considered it and you don't think it's appropriate. Is that not your prerogative to do that? Like, you know? I mean, let's be honest about it. He is a high court judge, you know what I mean? Having considered the facts of the case and Farrell's circumstances, the judge noted aggravating factors such as previous convictions or distribution of the material were not present in the case. He imposed a 2-year sentence suspended on strict conditions. Okay. There was no aggravating factors, no previous convictions or distribution of this material. Where did he get it from? Who did he get it from? Obviously, it was distributed to him. So how did they know it wasn't being distributed back out by him? You know,
Paul, you're crackling.
Am I very bad?
Yeah, it's like
Okay,
you've sped up as well.
Okay, someone just said that to me there. Just like, slow down, Paul. Sorry.
Yeah, it's like you're
Can you hear
talking
me?
really fast, but there's like a crackling sound as well.
Okay. Is that any better? Is that any better?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what that was. Can't hear Paul. Can't hear you, Paul. Sorry. I don't know what that is, lads. Can you hear me now? Give us a...
No, you're fine now, but it was like a crackling sound and it was like your speech had sped up.
Okay. That's what Ting was saying to me. Slow down. Tom Garvin. Thanks, Tom. Slow down, Paul. I thought, what's going on here? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, that was Judge Nolan yesterday.
But again, another suspended sentence. Like, do you know what I mean? Absolutely shocking.
Yeah.
Do you know?
He's more or less telling us that it's not his fault. That it's not his fault that he's given so many suspended sentences, more or less, in that, because he never usually says that. He never gives any factors like that or says anything like that in his court case. Because we were outside there yesterday, he must have thought to himself, I better say something here, like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, we need to get this out, you know what I mean? So that's what happened, let's say, yesterday. But like, come on. You know, yeah, I'm sound now, all good. Yeah, grand. That this happens to Gemma O'Doherty's live streams all the time. It's censorship. Okay, fair enough. Well, now I suppose Gemma would be talking about more different stuff. Well, I suppose, listen, we're all telling our truth. We're all telling the truth. So, yeah.
But I think yesterday was very good now, in all fairness. There was, you know, there was a good crowd. Fair play to Gavin. Like, considering it was a weekday, like there was a good crowd there, you know?
Yeah, there was, There was. I have a future there. I'm just going to show there of a few people that were there.
You're starting back up again.
And just got, how's that there?
Yeah, that's fine.
That sounds better. There we are there now, Councillor, independent Councillor Glenn Moore, I might add. The two councillors together, yeah. There's the councillor with Ferg. Ferg is down in Sean's cabin today as well, so I'll be showing that video now later as well.
Fair play to him.
And that's us all there. Patriots of Era, Brian Garrigan. There's Brian. How are you, Brian? There's Gavin's uncle at me and Christy. Fair play to everyone. Everyone turned up. It was great. There's me again. I wonder who was taking them pictures.
I have no idea.
That's Gavin again. Yeah. Ferg. And
that's that lady.
Girl, bring Harry home. Yeah, bring Harry home. So, yeah, I hope she gets sorted now. I really do. And there's me and Suzanne.
Yeah.
One of the ladies from Suzanne and Madeline, the two Irish mothers. How are you, Suzanne? And oh, look, I knew you'd have to get yourself in with Councillor Glenn. Oh, look, you again. Oh, look, me again. Yeah, there's the councillor.
There's Brian and Glenn.
Yeah, there's Paul.
There's Paul.
Yeah.
He's watching tonight.
There's two of the lads just got off the building site and come straight into us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that lady there came all the way up from Leitrim. Fair play.
Yeah, she did, yeah.
There's what we want. What do we want, Nolan, now? The 34th Dáil stands in solidarity with Ireland's most dangerous judge. Thousands of child abuse material on laptops and phones, sex offenders suspended sentences. Yeah, fair play. It was I have to say, it was a good day now.
It was. And there was a good, as I said, there was a good crowd. It was great. And the sun was out, which made a big difference as well, you know, because like it was a good hour's walk, wasn't it, over to the...
Oh, it would have been,
yeah.
Easily.
You know.
Fair play, everyone. Keep sharing this out everywhere. We're flying it. Keep sharing it.
Yeah, and then there was a good speech with Glenn, with Gavin then up at the courthouse.
There was, yeah, and I'm gonna play that now in a minute. I'm just gonna actually we have two little ones, 30 seconds. Just I was walking up the kid. There's another little one there now that's only 40. These are only small ones, they're just little ones.
Yeah.
What's going on now at the moment? So you're just going to
Someone just asked in there, Paul, did you speak? No, I didn't speak because it was Gavin's gig and nobody spoke, only Gavin and that lady for our son, young Harry. So Nicola.
And somebody was saying about Philip. Yes, Philip Dwyer was there as well.
Yeah.
And Malachy's son, Malachy Stenson's or Stenson's son was there as well. Rob is Stenson.
Really?
He was over talking to myself and Glenn. You know.
Well, I don't. There's a good few there. We had a few there. Like, you know? I mean, but listen, on it for a Wednesday, it was great. You know, I said for a Wednesday, it was brilliant. You know what I mean?
It was like, most people are at work. You know, actually, somebody made an interesting point to me. They said to me, when we were walking around, they said to me that there was an awful lot of men there, that there wasn't that many women, and they were kind of surprised. They thought that more women would have been there, and it wasn't actually till they said it. I went, God, they're right. There was a lot of men there.
Yeah. Well, probably, I don't know. You know, you wouldn't know. But it's like we went up the quays there, and like we blocked the traffic for a while. Like the people knew who we were and what we were doing. You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But I'm just gonna play the last one there, number 3. This was us walking. There's 1, 2.
What's going on now at the moment?
That's the one you showed already.
Yeah, then he spoke. Gavin spoke then up at the show.
That one.
That's the one we showed. Yeah, no, we'll show this one there now. This is Gavin just speaking up outside the courts.
Mr. Peter Pan, as he always does. He's a paedophile protector. It's as simple as that. There's nothing worse or lower than a paedophile other than Judge Martin Nolan, because he heads off. We want judicial reform, and we want sex offenders to go to prison and serve the right sentences. And we want paedophiles to never be allowed out of prison. We've had enough of this. We're sick of it, and the media don't want to report it. And all these politicians, right? They had the chance to come out today and stand with the people, and he refused to.
Traitors!
So every time you see a leader of a political party walking down the street, stop them and call them a paedophile protector and a paedophile sympathiser. He had the chance to come out and stand with the people, and he didn't. What
Shame on them!
Yes.
Shame on them! 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 Shame on them!
Exactly. The people have had enough of people getting suspended sentences. All they want is justice. Women are getting no justice anymore in this country. They're not safe to walk down the streets. Right? Knife crime. Remember, the Lord Mayor laughed me out of the council, told me to close the door on my way out when I wanted to talk about the ever-increasing crime prices and knife crime. Right? The other night, she rejected my emergency motion to start the process to call for the removal of that judge.
Shame on them!
Exactly.
Shame on them!
They're just showing who they are. Right? So if we don't stand up for their kids and the future kids in this country, nobody else will. Get them out! And everybody, you know, you can sit at home and say fair play. It's not the same as coming out and standing with the people. I know a lot of people are in work and it is a weekday, but it doesn't matter. This is about the future of our kids and child safety. Because nobody understands it till it comes to your own door. And then you end up in court through a big system where the guards do a big investigation, and for that scumbag Nolan to give them a suspended sentence. And that's what it is. And there's no future for their kids at the moment in this country. There's no justice. They can't afford housing, healthcare. We're second-class citizens in our own country at this rate. And we're sick of it. All these politicians, they're a disgrace. What do we want?
No to them!
Where do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
No to them!
Where do we want it?
Now!
Nolan! You take a good look at that flag outside this door, Judge Nolan. This is our country.
Our
You
country.
decide. We don't want you. You're
Yes.
fucking disgrace.
I'll just put that up there. I see Charlotte from Ireland Against Fascism. Oh, that lady got a post in about yesterday tagging on Garda Síochána page asking why the protest is allowed to slow traffic down and allowing ambulance and fire brigade through, because that's what we do. We're a peaceful protest.
Yes,
Ambulances
so-
and fire
yes, we
brigade
stood
and
in-
emergency services
Yes,
are always allowed through protests. It's always
course
happened
they are.
that way.
yeah.
We're not like you as lefties. We don't block everything. We let people through. Listen, I've often been on protests where mothers would pull in beside and say, listen, mate, is there any chance we can go? My daughters, and you'll just say, lads, move out of
Yeah.
the way, and you'll let the lady go.
Yes.
I've done
Yeah.
it umpteen times. I've done it loads of times.
Well, I mean, if an ambulance is looking to get past, you stand back, you know.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, leftists and it, yeah.
Michael Dennis was asking, that is Angel.
Angel, is it?
Yes, that's Angel. Here, featured pretty much 3 times a week now. It's like she
Yeah,
knows
yeah,
the show
yeah.
to be on. And Batman went to his new adopted home yesterday. He was the ginger kitten. So he's gone.
Ah, yeah, cool. I'm just going to see, can I pull all this down together? This is the Sean Mean one. But no, we'll talk in a minute.
Oh,
We'll come
yeah,
back and
Sean's
talk in a
cabin.
minute.
Yeah, you see, I was kind of out and about today, so I wasn't really online.
No, I seen it this morning and I seen the live. I was watching the live. Maggie, out. Maggie, who? Because it's an emergency, maybe, and good manners, leave them off in traffic. No, we always do that. We've always done that, and we always will. And like that's a sacred thing now with us. You know, they always get through. They always get through. You never
You
block
can't
them.
block an ambulance or the
I
guards.
think I was very lucky to get Nolan for the case I brought against my father. God bless Judge Michael White. He was great. Okay, I don't know what that's about. Only people who know you'll probably know that. But yeah, fair play, you didn't get him. But it's called respect. Yes, it is called respect. But what was I going to media assets? Back to the triple lock.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, like it's just getting ridiculous. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, people
After
were actually talking about that yesterday now, so they were.
people are talking about it all day today as well, but what do you call it? Turned around. The Mirror reported on it yesterday. I'll just go with the Mirror reported on it yesterday. He was in, I think he was in London. No, he was in Liverpool yesterday for the summit, the UK Irish summit. And he's sitting there, like, all this is clicks and likes for him, like, you know what I mean? He thinks he's the big cheese, Micheál Martin, and he's a gobshite, like, you know what I mean? He's signing away our kids' lives here, and that's what he's doing.
I know.
You know what I mean? It's what, you know what I mean?
I know.
Okay, just let me. We're just gonna go with this one here. This was from, I think it was one of the channels. What is the triple lock and what will we lose or whatever, right? Just we'll go with this and we'll come back. I think it was the Mirror or something.
Cabinet has approved proposals from Taoiseach and Defence Minister Simon Harris to change Ireland's triple lock system. Under the current system, Defence Forces peacekeeping missions abroad require 3 stages of sign-off. This includes Dáil approval, government approval and UN approval. However, over recent years, there have been ongoing concerns about the UN Security Council's permanent members' ability to veto peacekeeping missions. This includes Russia, with Taoiseach Simon Harris saying this week he did not believe that Russia and Vladimir Putin should have the ability to stop Irish peacekeeping missions travelling abroad. Under the proposals agreed by Cabinet on Tuesday, only government and Dáil approval would be required, and the UN requirement would be removed. However, in instances where fewer than 50 peacekeepers will be sent abroad, only government approval will be required. This has elicited fury from the opposition, who have suggested that government is attempting to dilute Irish neutrality. Sinn Féin's Pearse Doherty and Aintu leader Peadar Tóibín have both called for referendums on Irish neutrality, saying it's something that Irish people hold dear and that the government cannot make this decision on the triple lock by themselves. However, the government has denied this claim and said that they want to be able to send peacekeeping troops abroad without the UN vetoing missions. The opposition has also queried whether the government will be able to send peacekeeping troops on missions that do not have a UN mandate or are UN approved. Now that Cabinet has signed off on the proposals, they will start to make their way through the Dáil in the coming weeks, where they are bound to be met with strong opposition.
Well, there you go. That's the triple lock for you. Somebody just asked, was there anyone there from IFP yesterday? I didn't see anyone. Did you?
No.
I didn't see anyone there from IFP. No, I didn't. I feel like a prisoner in my own country. I might get a one-way flight out of there to Russia, maybe, lads. That's where I'd be going. If I no kids, I'd be gone. Our membership of the UN Security Council violates the Irish Constitution. Yes, it does.
But it won't stop at, like, they're just saying, oh, it's peacekeeping. That's what we have at the moment. But it won't. It'll be peace enforcing. That's what it'll be.
Yeah, of course.
You know? And like, what's it going to take? You know, like people's sons or daughters, and it won't be just the sons coming home in body bags. Is that when people are going to wake up? You know?
When the kids are getting dragged off the street and sent, you know,
have you seen those videos in Ukraine? Yeah.
It's not about Russia. They are using this to propagandize the left. It's something to stop Trump being able to keep Irish troops out of foreign wars. They are warmongering little shits. No, they are. And I have a video there of your woman, you know, 800 million they've given. Or 800 billion. Like 800 billion.
Yeah.
It's so they keep us in emergency state. Power must be kept. It's perpetual state of war. Yeah, it is right.
And he's right. Jerry's right. Remember that during the lockdowns and all that? Once it's classed as an emergency, they can do what they want. And that's what it's about.
Yeah. No, you have it.
You know,
sorry to hear that, Europa. The poor declared you're not justice. I'm sorry to hear that too, Europa. Yeah. It's the beggar Zelensky on tour again. Yeah, and like I have more videos there. We'll show in a few minutes. Like, no wonder young people are ditching democracy and calling for dictatorships. Yeah, it's a complex paradox. Peacekeeping. If there was peace, then why would be any need for military? Yeah, it's true. You know, it is. It's true. But the lads are busy again tonight doing what they're doing. But I'm just going to see, can I pull that Sean video up there? Yeah, I think that's it there.
Was he back? He was back in court. Was it today he was back in court?
He got 4 months. But he appealed it there and then. He got 4 months.
I didn't see that. So I was barely online today.
No, he got 4 months, but he appealed it. He's out on £1,000 bail.
Jesus
Come
Christ.
on. And the man is like the
man's in his 60s. Like what is he
voice.
doing?
That's it. Yeah, he's done nothing, only want to live on his own land. Come
This
on.
is ridiculous. Oh my God. This is just ridiculous.
Like, and this is at the same time that they're trying to bring in new legislation that it's okay to do this now in your back garden or in your wherever. Like, give the man a break. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Give the man a break.
It's just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Do you know?
It is. It is, I have to say. But when it's nearly pulled down there now. But Philip was there. I'd say there was a good few people outside the court. Like, he got plenty of support today, the sort of way. It was really good. Ferg was down, Philip was down, Shane James was down. Like, I didn't know a lot of the people that were there. Like, they were probably locals as well, helping them out too, But he got a great turnout. So I'll play the video there now as soon as it pops up there, and we'll come back and talk about it. But yeah, 4 months. Oh my God,
that's unbelievable. And the man hasn't done anything, And yet we have our paedophiles out wandering around the streets on suspended sentences.
Look at Derek Loy as well.
Ridiculous. Yeah, I know.
Derek Loy.
I know.
Jeez, Mac. Young people now face a very bleak future. There is nowhere in the world left for them to flee because of full of globalists. Yeah, it's true. That 800 billion, we'll have to pay 2% or 4% of that. Maybe people will understand it when it hits their pocket. Yeah. God give me strength. Yeah.
Yeah, he's right. Yeah.
And the winner is not us. Yeah. Keinthy Mar, war the COVID cover. Yeah, war for the COVID cover. War me whole, transgender me whole. Romania has no government. NATO will attack via Romania to keep powers in place. 1948 Mental Health Act. Well, I think he issued, Putin issued that any Irish peacekeepers coming into Ukraine will be targeted. That's what he came out and said today. So
who said that?
Yeah. I've seen that today on the Oak. And from Galway. Thanks so much. It's been so badly handled before, but it made this issue very close to my heart. Pedos destroy lives, and people need to stop feeling sorry for them. Yeah, I agree with you. Retaliatory action taken against that poor man. That's exactly what it is. Yeah. I'll just play the video and we'll come back, right? What happened in the That's my take on it. I'm not 100% sure. No. Give me that back. I could be next. There's no money there, so you're all right. You're still standing, Sean. I think we'll just move away out of here for a minute, Mary, just to get away from it.
This morning, Sean was sentenced to 4 months in prison, but he won't be serving that just yet. Sean joins me now. Sean, a lot of us inside the court were quite confused as to what exactly happened. We understood that you were sentenced to 4 months, but you're not going to serve it today. Tell us what you've been told.
My take on this is that I'm on kind of continuous bail. I have to pay €1,000. So I think that's what it is. So a lot of it, to be quite honest, is over my head. So I'll pick it up as I go along the line. But the one thing about it is I'm out. I'm here talking to you again. So it's a good result.
I was wondering what you thought of the judge's address, because the judge received the section 140 from your solicitor. We'll be speaking to Councillor Niall Dennehy about that and maybe the impact that had. Then he had a recess for 10 minutes to make a decision on it. How were you feeling during that 10 minutes?
I was 50-50 on it. They were saying at least he's taken time out to think about it. He's not going to come straight bang out there and hit me with this. I was expecting he would run through with the 4 months, which is it. But I was relieved when he came back. I think that 140 kind of swayed it a bit in my favour, if I'm honest about it. It kind of throws it out there and holds it for a bit. And I think with a lot of the people involved in this, it's a case that's running,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of interest in it. So I think he had to weigh that into account as well. Plus my age, I think, and the way I've had bronchitis for the last couple of weeks, I don't think he was too keen on the idea of putting me at 67 into the mid-Christmas.
Although he did say in his address that he's not taking your age into account.
No,
he feels like
yes.
your age isn't
He's-
as old as many people.
He said he
think
didn't
is.
take it in as a factor.
Yeah.
I think it's a factor.
Right.
Yeah.
He also said that he wasn't aware until today of the public attention that this case had attracted. What's your reaction to
I
that?
found that a bit strange. But look, that's his take on it. He's entitled to his opinion. He's entitled to his opinion. But everybody has picked up on this for a long way down the line. Like, it's a human interest story. They say
Yeah. Just a thing that are popping up there on me Twitter feed there. Luke O'Connor again, 10 minutes ago. Put up a post about Shane James. Shane James has been threatening him or something like that. Like, I'm gonna be honest, if we were to show screenshots and different stuff about Luke wouldn't be putting them up now, I have to say. You know, Luke likes to give his own fair share of threats and abuse, doesn't he, Orla? You know, so I'm gonna show it. Yeah, I'm gonna show it. Right. Let's just see, because I may as well show it. It's news. People are listening to it, so why not? So there we are. We'll share that there now. That's Shane James. Now, Shane is a member of Shin and Adina. He's also a friend of ours, and he's just a genuine good guy. You know what I mean? He's trying to do the best for the country and for himself and his children. So Luke posted, Shane James is, there you go. I'll meet you anywhere around Kilkenny and see where your mental disability gets you, because I'm telling you, this being tough behind the phone is going to change very fast, and that mouth of yours gets worse, blah, blah, blah. Your behaviour and blame it on the coke and alcohol. Instead, you've continued your abusive behaviour today. Maybe being taught a lesson is required, because otherwise you have had the mental capacity to understand your mistakes. You'll find out on Wednesday, blah, blah, the absolute cunt. But there you go. That's what's happening there now. Luke, you will have no choice in to stay indoors like the weasel you are. Yeah, and big laughs. You won't be laughing. There he is, la, la, la. Just out of the gym in Clonmel. I'll come down and see you now. So, listen, it's not just, like, let's be honest, Luke has alienated more people in the last 2 or 3 weeks and it makes you wonder why he's doing it. I'm being honest with you. It makes you wonder very much why he's doing it. You know, I'm not going to stop the insanity. Time is running out very fast. We need to act now. That's shocking. The poor man, it was a foreigner virtue signal Irish immigrant supporters and sent thousands to GoFundMe to buy them a house. Yeah. There you go. Met Shane a few times. He's a good chap. He is a good chap. You know,
he's doing a lot of good work. He's going all the way around the country. Like, he would have been heavily involved in the likes of Mount Mellery as well. Remember, he was up really helping with that as well. You know, he's a good guy.
Fuck Paul and Orla are great crack and talk common sense. Sorry. Okay.
You're not allowed to say that. It's FFS. You're not allowed to say anything.
Yeah.
For something's sake, Paul.
Yeah.
Or Paul won't be allowed on the show on Sunday evening because his dad will have had a few words with him.
Peppers was saying that's ridiculous, carry on. He needs to cop on childish behaviour. Listen, he's abusing people and rubbing people up the wrong way. And should we seen the video James Conway calling him out last week? Obviously, he gave Shane loads of stick in a text message or a voice message, and James is not having it. So there you go, and it's been called out, and Luke wants him to get within a stone of him. Sure, Luke must be only about 10 stone. So James is about 15 stone. You know what I mean? If James dropped 5 stone, be Jesus, there'd be nothing left of him. You know, so like, it's either call me out, or else don't call me out at all. You know what I mean? Portugal sent soldiers to Ukraine today. It's not our war, whether in France or in Europe. The judges are corrupted by the deep state and are the criminals and not for the people. Yeah, you're right. You're dead right. Johnny Apocalypse. They need to nip that behaviour in the bud. Shin and Adina will suffer because of it. They will screenshot the threats and shit and make everyone look bad. Grow up. Some dickhead talk bollocks, so what? For fuck's sake. Yeah, I don't even answer them anymore, to be honest with you, Johnny. They're clowns as far as I'm concerned. Of course, Paul, I allow myself to have a smoke every time you swear. Okay.
Trish, like, how many boxes are you getting through a night?
Who's boxing? Lol. Yeah, Luke O'Connor and James Conway are having a boxing match in June, I think it is, in Conway's farm. So yeah, they've asked John Ward to come down and referee.
John Connors, isn't it? John Connors.
John Connors, yeah. Well, John Ward, yeah. But so that's what they're going to do. The government are the crow. Are the crow? Okay. Our government are the criminals. Sorry, yeah. ADT. Paul Orla, look at the news this evening. Headline: Garda followed through on a male member of Defence Forces who was raped by a senior official. I did see that.
As I said, I was kind of offline today a lot. It was only this evening when I was trying to throw up a few bits and pieces, So
yeah,
I didn't see that.
Yeah, no, I seen something today about it. I'll just see.
Jesus, right? Okay.
Yeah, RTE. Listen, RTA.
Why would you senior officer, Jesus. But you look, it goes on everywhere, like, to know.
Yeah. Well, a little young one. Jesus. Yeah, Sinn Féin are raising questions about your man as well. I didn't know what's his name.
Who?
Martin Conway. The blind fella.
Martin Nolan.
Man. Yeah.
You mean Judge Nolan?
No.
Who are you talking about?
What's his name? Oh, Martin Conway. Sorry, not Martin Nolan. Martin Conway. The blind fella. You know the fella that be looking for flies. You know him. The senator who's at the getting sacked.
Oh, yes. Why? Is he up to something? Something happened?
Well, he got rid of him because he wasn't he acting the MAGA in town? Didn't he get caught howling at the moon or something and he's nude or something? I don't know what. Something like that happened in town. There was a problem, yeah. But I'm not finding that.
Yeah, was there something to do with him as well? Did I hear something about him harassing women or something like that? Now I'm not sure how true that is.
Yeah, in the party.
I read something that he was out harassing women as well.
In the party. This is what Sinn Féin are giving out.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Let me just see.
Yeah.
I have a few videos there. There she is there. Yeah, okay. Okay. Let's just bring this back. Let's just play this for a minute. We'll just present this and we can...
You're crackling again.
Can you hear me now? Am I okay now?
I will not tolerate any ambiguity and I won't be silenced when I raise issues of concern. I have, as we all have, read in media reports about the inappropriate behaviour of a sitting Fine Gael senator. I have asked questions of An Tánaiste, the leader of Fine Gael, Simon Harris, and yesterday I wrote to Junior Minister Jerry Buttimer, who was last Cathaoirleach of the Seanad when these incidents occurred. I am putting these questions now onto the record and I expect that they will be answered. The questions I put to Junior Minister Buttimer are: when did you become aware that Senator Martin Conway was under investigation? Did Senator Martin Conway contact you on receipt of the complaint made against him in 2000? Did you advise Senator Martin Conway in relation to the complaint made against him? Did you or Fine Gael obtain the service of a solicitor to act on behalf of Senator Martin Conway? Did you inform the houses of the Oireachtas or the Gardaí in relation to the serious allegations? We cannot ignore what is a serious issue of health, safety and welfare for the women working here in this Oireachtas. And for that reason, I expect that my serious questions that I have asked about my workplace will be answered, and answered in here on the floor of this Dáil.
Can't hear you, Paul.
Sorry, I muted myself there because you get feedback there. That's what happened there. There was someone in the Dáil sexually harassed by Martin. So listen, you have to listen. And Sinn Féin aren't brilliant at telling the truth either. Let's be honest.
I mean, hello.
Like
look at all the scandals we had between the paedophilia and the sex scandals and this, that, and the other. And hello.
Yeah, Ginty Mar, he dropped the hand. Listen, he probably didn't know where he was putting it. He couldn't see. You know, the door board.
So I don't know.
It's
I don't know.
it's like how Varadkar was caught snogging another bloke in the George without his husband Matt being around. Yeah. Yeah. 1984 on steroids. Yeah. Nothing about the dumb bandit and Brazilian rent boys. What's the bum? Oh yeah. I remember that Michael John Dennis wasn't Leo that mysteriously got dropped. Yes, there was. But this is what I'm saying to you. All these judges are appointed by them, so they're hardly going to go against them, are they? You know, that's the way it works. You know what I mean? But
isn't it great to see RTTs of such high standing morals?
Yeah, they're just leches, like, you know what I mean? They're just leches.
And they just think they can do what they want.
I'm going to go with this. This was the UK, and I tell you, I'm going to go with Zelensky begging to the EU,
geez.
and this. Yeah, we'll watch this and come back.
The reception for Vladimir Zelensky in Brussels today, a world away from the now infamous White House bust-up, not even a week ago. Since then, the world has changed. European leaders are scrambling to process a security future without America, while Ukraine faces hard choices about the path to peace.
Europe faces a clear and present danger, and therefore Europe has to be able to protect itself, to defend itself.
During all this period and last week, you stay with us, and of course from all the Ukrainians, from all our nations, big appreciation. We are very thankful that we are not alone.
The Taoiseach amongst the leaders taking part, arriving from Liverpool following a meeting with Britain's Keir Starmer.
Our economies depend on a strong security architecture across Europe, and so this is very indispensable spending in terms of the quality of lives of our citizens to ensure that we can continue to have peace and prosperity.
The tone for today's crisis discussion set last night by Emmanuel Macron. He warned Europe was under direct threat from Russia and suggested extending a nuclear umbrella from France to its European allies.
It is about damn time. This is something that we have been asking for a long time, that the European Union, that Europe is capable of standing up on its own 2 feet.
Mr. Macron's speech has been slammed in the Kremlin, Russia warning that any European peacekeepers in Ukraine would be considered an act of war. Mr. Zelensky's hometown was last night one of several cities targeted by Russian missile attacks. This hotel in Kryvyi Rih was struck with 4 people killed. Ukrainian politicians say the country's ability to defend itself has been compromised by the American decision to pause intelligence sharing. But Kyiv says it can hold the front line while Ukraine and the US negotiate. Those negotiations at this point taking place over the airwaves and are not at all harmonious. Ukraine's ambassador to the UK saying the United States is destroying the world order, while Donald Trump's Ukrainian envoy says Kyiv brought its very public slapdown last week upon itself. Richard Chambers, Virgin Media News.
You know, every time you see that von der Leyen, oh Jesus Christ, I just think,
makes me vomit.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
You just think, what? She just, evil personified. Honest to God.
Yeah.
Evil personified.
Yeah. Johnny's right. Fuck.
You know.
Yeah.
Well, of course, like Paul. I mean, in all fairness to him, of course he's looking for more money. He has lost that €1 billion. I mean, I keep saying to people, they need to go and check his several. Yeah, his several yachts and his several mansions. I'm sure they're in there somewhere.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, what's this now, Ken Downey? The reports that there is more to this Brendan Courtney incident. Apparently, he knew one of the lads in the car, and there was video footage going around with him sharing a moment. Oh, we did say this the other night, didn't we? We did say this, but hey, I don't know Brendan Courtney that well, or I don't know anything about him, so I'm not going to comment on it. If there is more, there is more. Where is Europe going to come up with 800 billion? The EU economy is financially on its knees.
I know.
Yeah, exactly.
But then what's that saying? There's money in war.
Shakhtar Donetsk still play football every week. That's true as well. The war is miles away from. Sure, the video circulating today of a load of girls dancing in a nightclub there in
the nightclubs are opening in Ukraine. Yeah.
We'd leave the EU team. If Ireland had any sense, we'd leave the EU. And yes, exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we should do. Yeah. Zelensky is an insolent pig. Yeah, it's true. But she was up on charge of manager before she went to the EU. She's a criminal. Yeah, she is.
Oh, she is.
She is not long.
And nothing good ever comes out of her mouth. Nothing good.
Yeah. Somebody's just
and
asking.
Unelected, she's right. Yeah, unelected. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, someone's just asking there what happened to Brendan Courtney. He was attacked the other night or something like that, Monday or Sunday night. I don't know the full ins and outs of it, but he was attacked and it's been all over the news and everything. And Ursula was not elected. She is illegitimate. Zelensky, Villa, Egypt, Italy, apartment in London, and recently he bought a hotel in Courchevel in France. His wife Olena on the ski slopes in St. Moritz. And she also bought herself one of them Bugattis, I think it was a few months ago, for 1 point something million. Yeah,
oh, didn't Zelensky's wife buy one of them as well?
That's what I'm saying. Zelensky's wife. She bought
sorry,
one
I thought you meant Vandalion.
Dainty Mar or exit. Yeah, we do. Or exit. I agree with you. Not an EU member. Yeah, they're not an EU member yet. We're fighting for them. So what's that all about? You know what I mean? They're not even a member of the EU. So why are we, you know, I'm not going to, I don't want anyone fighting for them, but like, come on, people need to cop on here, like, you know what I mean?
I know.
These are all bureaucrats. They're not elected by the people, they're elected by each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Cheers.
I know.
You all, it's mental out there. It is mental out there. If Courtney was a straight man, you wouldn't have heard a thing about it. Probably, yeah. I know, but this is the new hate speech laws they bring in now because of this. They start talking about this again. All slopes lead to Ukraine. Kinty Mar, only way forward, or 100% or exit Ireland. Yeah, I think we do as well. I do. I'm a firm believer of that. Does anyone know or seen this Courtney video? I'm sure he's innocent. My hands were down his throat. I was looking for the TV. Ah, lads, come on. He bought a vineyard in Italy too.
Of course he did, Trish. Of course he did.
Yeah, EU is a dictatorship. Yes, it is. And
20 million bunker in Germany. Lovely. Lovely.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to just go with this. This is from Starmer and him yesterday talking in Liverpool, right? This is the bullshit I came out with yesterday. And
as I've said before, I don't believe that the relationship between the UK and Ireland has ever reached its full potential. And I'm delighted that now with this summit, we're going to change all of that. What an opportunity. Micheál, I know we've got a lot to do over the coming days. We've got great ambitions for this summit, talking together, speaking to business leaders, perhaps finding a moment for a bit of Guinness diplomacy. But tonight, I hope that we can simply celebrate the UK and Ireland and everything that makes this such a fantastic friendship.
I was delighted, Prime Minister, when you choose Liverpool as the setting for the inaugural United Kingdom-Ireland summit taking place tomorrow. It speaks perhaps more than anywhere else in Britain to the affinity between our two countries. Our setting here on the edge of the Irish Sea reminds us so very clearly that we share these islands. We have cultural and personal links that can be measured in millennia. And we have now, at this time, an opportunity and a duty to try to deliver on the promise of our unique partnership to the benefit of current and future generations living across these islands. And while we gather here this week, we are conscious also that this is a changing and uncertain world. And in that context, the case for an active, engaged and close partnership between our two countries has never been greater. Relationships matter. The Irish-British relationship matters greatly to all of us gathered here this evening. And let us take this moment to recognise and to celebrate it.
The reason I'm only playing him is to show you what a Slovene he really is. You know what I mean?
He's another one. The minute he opens his mouth, you're thinking, of Jesus Christ, what is he roping us into now?
Yeah. Our kids are going to live in hell. Yeah, they sure are. Princess Catherine is far better than Starmer. Just look at what they did to Princess Diana. Just that as well. Two pricks I despise. Yeah, I despise them myself. Like Starmer gives a fuck about it. Nah, have a smoke there. He's destroying his own country like Traitor Martin is ours. Never forget what these bastards have done. The bastards not, of course. Traitor. Share the fact that Martin and Starmer are both totalitarian, promoting forced multiculturalism. Yeah. I found your stream. Subscribe and share it. Cheers. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I have a call out on the Irish column as well. I have the YouTube channel as well there. I set that up the other day. So yeah, if you want to watch it on the Irish column, go in there and like, subscribe, and share if you can, and we'll get more out. Fair play to you. Thanks very much. But Europe, no, Jesus, I can't stand the sight of these snakes anymore. Whatever these people meet, yeah, it is. Let's see how any. There was I had a story there earlier. I think I wanted to talk about. Where are we? Yeah.
But it's like every time any of them leave the country, it's just what are they landing us into now?
Exactly.
It's never anything good anyway.
No, wait and see what happens when they go to when they go to yeah. I just want to talk about this here now. I'll just share the screen. You can see it. Yeah, I'll make it bigger. Man accused of rape. Man accused of brutal rape in Letterkenny to stand trial in Central Criminal Court. A man accused of brutal rape of a young woman in Letterkenny last year to stand trial. The man, who was in his 20s and cannot be named at this point, appeared by video link by Letterkenny. Why can't he be named? Because he's a foreigner. That's why. That's exactly why he can't be named. Garda Sergeant Jim Collins told the court that the DPP had consented to the accused being sent forward for the current sitting of the Central Criminal Court in Dublin. Details of the direction were given in court by a translator in Arabic language. Boom. There you go. He's an Arab. Detective Garda Lorna Doherty told the court she had served a book of evidence in the accused man's solicitor. The court heard previously how the accused was arrested following an incident in October 2024, which left the alleged victim with horrendous and brutal injuries. The woman did not know her alleged attacker. Detectives later conducted door-to-door inquiries, and witnesses told the hearing of women scream. The defendant was later arrested by Gardaí during a swoop on the address. Gardaí found items of clothing with heavily stained blood. The man accused now is facing 4 charges arising out of alleged incident off Lower Main Street, Letterkenny. He was charged with a count of rape of a woman, contrary to Section 4 of the Criminal Law of Rape Amendment 1990. He was also charged that he did intentionally or recklessly strangle the woman. The charge also has non-fatal against the person act. And previously he was charged another count of rape of a woman, contrary to Section. Another count. The application for bail for the accused. The accused man solicitor, Mr. Gallagher, said he was requesting 2 counsel for the trial and said he was reserving his request for bail, noting that bail had already been refused in the High Court. Yeah, so he's getting, like, this only happened in October, so it's only 4 months ago. You know what I mean? How long was he in the country? They're the questions that need to be asked. You know what I mean? How long was he?
And then you said there's two incidents that we know of.
Yeah. Like, that's
Jesus Christ.
It's horrendous, isn't it? It really is. Like, it is horrendous. But
unbelievable.
Yeah.
And you just love that, as you said yourself, no name of who he was or anything like that. But if that was you, Paul, down to the name of your dog.
Be all over the place. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm terrified even to go on the ferries from Holyhead anymore, just in case I'm stabbed. Yeah, well, people don't know, like, you know what I mean? Like, there was a big hullabaloo a couple of weeks ago. We thought that girl was killed on the ferry, but she wasn't. It was a tragic accident. Yeah. But in Letterkenny last summer for a few days, and I hardly saw an Irish person. It was mad. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen Niall O'Connell has been there doing videos as well. My sister lives just outside Letterkenny, and I'm sure you're worried sick about her, Dennis, all the time. Did Brendan Courtney ever think he'd get a clatter because he's a pain in the neck? His gayness is irrelevant. Yeah, exactly. Pictures of Starmer as a young boy with the evil one tank. Even grows up to be one. Decided no case for Savile. Yeah, he was the actual guy who decided that there was no case for Jimmy Savile. He was the prosecutor.
Yeah.
He was prosecutor.
That says it all.
Yeah. BBC, Jack Patsy were found to be funding the Taliban recently, more specifically their media wing, so that the BBC can operate in Afghanistan. Jesus. I don't want to Fed post, but I've had enough of my country men and women being victims. It is getting closer to that time. I think you're right, Johnny. I think you're right. Maybe Varadkar attacked Courtney. All right, we don't know anything about Courtney, so if anyone does know anything, let me know. Thousands of illegals in the country, not sharing the door, don't care about Irish women or children, just collateral damage. Yes. Starmer has blood in his hands, 107,000 people statistically injured or dead by immigration. Khan is an accomplice, and they buried the foil of the Pakistani gang of the 250,000 girls.
Girls, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. And like
shocking.
England has gone mental. It really has. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like with Muslims, and like they done it yesterday. They in Canterbury, I think it was yesterday. They did the prayer for Ramadan, and yesterday started Lent, and there was nothing about Lent. You know what I'm saying? Like Church of England.
Yeah.
There's Catholics, there's Christians, there's Church of England. There wasn't one thing yesterday for Lent, but there was a big thing yesterday for Ramadan and Eid or whatever they call it.
Didn't I send you? I sent you. Now I know it's on Facebook, but I came across it this morning. Actually, I did send it on to you. About the creche and what the children were made wear.
Today?
Yeah, I think I sent it on to you. I think it was this morning. I sent it on to you on the column group. I think it's a Facebook
schools. No, the middle school students starved in France. That it no. No.
Can't remember what school it was, but I should have sent it on to you this morning.
I can't see that this morning. I'm just looking at one here for the doll standing allowance.
No, this was to do with young children. I know. I think it was a school over in England. Was it a school in England? I think it was a school in England.
Christians made wear hijabs. Is that it?
That's it. That's it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
And bear in mind, these are only young children.
Yeah. Just bear with me there, and I'll share it out. I'll present this and we'll share it. I'm not hearing that there.
In hijabs in a government-funded nursery. Now let's flip this for a second. Imagine the global outrage if a nursery tried to put Islamic children in crosses or had them recite Christian prayers. Would never happen, right? So why is this being pushed one way? Why is this happening in a school to children without a choice? This isn't about respect or diversity. It's one-sided and completely inappropriate. Where do we draw the line? Let's talk about it. Drop your thoughts below. Christian children made to wear hijabs? This actually happened at a taxpayer fund.
And she's right. Like, these are only young children. Why are they wearing
What
hijabs?
happened?
Yeah. And as she said herself, like, if that was the other way around and Muslims were made wear crosses and all that, there would be absolutely holy war over it. But why was nothing said about this? Like, Jesus Christ, it's ridiculous.
Ireland is bad with immigrants, but they have to be backing the sinners who just want their votes. Yeah, it's true. It went back for, yeah, okay. So, no, and I think it's my intuition that left behind the gang of Pakistanis 2016. Everyone knew they put judges, police officers, and high dignitaries and accomplices as well as the social service. Yeah, it's true. Well done yesterday. It's truly embarrassed yourselves with your average protest. No IFP there because Herman, Luke, and everyone know what amateur and limited capacity is. A show of dopes. Well, we all know who that is, don't we? So there was nobody from IFP there because Herman and Luke Is Luke back being a party member now, is he? I didn't know Luke was a party member of the IFP. Did we miss something? Did you hear anything, Orla? I didn't hear anything. But Anna shite, we know who you are. You're the same shit, same shite every night. So, yeah. But we know who that is, you know what I mean? The man who doesn't like to come on in case he gets called out, you know? Great that we can vent and talk together, but in reality, what are we going to do? I don't know, Carl, to be honest with you. We're trying to organise.
But you know what was so sad, Paul, right? Remember last week, right, where you showed the videos of Romania and what other country was it again?
Romania and Greece.
Oh, God, was it Greece? And all the,
Greece,
the thousands and thousands of people that were on the streets. Yeah. Like, Jesus Christ almighty, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's what we need. Like, if you're going to have a protest, there's no point in having, you know, hardly anyone at a protest. You need, that's what you need. Thousands and thousands and thousands on the streets, you know?
Yeah. Just Johnny is right there, Paul.
What?
Go on, no, just Johnny said instant
people. Yeah, there's more people, or there was, sorry, should I say. There was more people out on the streets over the bloody water charges than there is over this. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is that hard, Dermot?
Luke is not a member of the IFP and never will be. Okay, I'm glad you cleared that up.
Hi, Dermot.
That wasn't there. Hi, Dermot. Orla, I saw the video. It showed Christian kids in England in a mosque bowing down to the mats with only Muslim men around. They were training them to call a prayer. They looked about 12. Yeah, it's
Christ.
I'm gonna actually play GB News. I think this was a GB News one that came up about the Muslims and the whole lot. Just play this for a minute.
The legal system in Britain is now officially anti-white, anti-Christian, anti-male, and anti-straight. New sentencing guidelines sent out to every single court in the land today say that judges should take into consideration whether or not somebody is from an ethnic minority, cultural minority, and or faith minority community. Those people could then receive a lesser sentence. Do you know who also could receive a lesser sentence? People who claim to be the victims of human trafficking. Well, that, I'm afraid, is every single illegal migrant, isn't it? You know who else can maybe receive a lesser sentence as well? People who say that they are now transgender. Well, what does this mean in practice? It means that under Keir Starmer's Labour government and our Justice Minister, Shabana Mahmood, you are potentially more likely to receive a longer prison sentence if you just happen to be a straight, white, Christian man. That, in my view, is racism. Now, there's two explanations for this, really. The first one is it's the bigotry of low expectations. People say that, oh, because you are from a minority group, you must have faced some persecution in your life. You might not quite understand the law. Well, I think that's absolutely ridiculous. The second explanation is, of course, that it is just out and out racism. It's definitely, at the very least, the definition of two-tier justice under Keir Starmer's Labour government.
So that's what's come in now in the UK as well. That if you're an ethnic minority, you'll get a reduced sentence. It's already happening here.
Unbelievable.
Like, you know what I mean? It's already happening here.
Unbelievable. But like, is it not racism against us?
Yeah, but did Judge Nolan not say this? Did Judge Nolan not say this last year when he was sentencing somebody? If you were Irish, I'd be giving you a harsher sentence.
Yeah, yeah. Now, that says it all.
That says it all. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why would you? Like, we're all one in the justice system. In the eyes of Lady Justice, we're all one. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter your skin, creed, your religion.
Yeah.
We're all one.
But I mean, it's racism towards us as well. I mean, if another like if we'd say, I don't know, it could be anywhere, like just say South Africans or Africans or whoever start insulting us, that is racism. They've got a problem against Caucasians, you know? But that's never admitted, you know. It's always the other way around, you know. And like, if you were to say anything against Islam or anything like that, it'd be holy war. But yet it's okay to put down Christianity. Like, it's madness, and how people can't see it is beyond me.
Yeah, they don't care about us, fairness or racism. They use these terms to beat us with. Yeah, all capital letters. Was that a shout, Johnny? Noel Kelly, are they worried about the UK? Don't we want that place to burn? Why are you worried about the UK? Because it's coming in here as well, mate. It's not just happening in the UK. Like, you see our politicians stand up in the door and say we're white, pale, and stale.
Yeah, I
and
know.
we have
And
white privilege. And have you ever heard such bullshit in your life? How have we got white privilege? Like, this is our country.
That to all the families that are struggling on the breadline, like, you know, who can barely afford to feed their kids, and say, do they have white privilege? I highly doubt it.
Yeah. If Algerians QTF there were not sent back, yeah. If you were Irish, I'd give you a 10-year max, he said. That's exactly what he said, yeah. Fair play to Jerry. Thanks very much.
Unless you're a paedophile, and then you get off with a suspended
then
sentence.
You get a suspended sentence, yeah. In the main, with Muslims in the majority, other prisoners go along to get along, and a lot of them convert, yes. Yeah. They are all openly racist, sexist, and intolerant. Anything that can be will be used against us, yes. What's this now? Carl Quinn. If we honestly want to fight back, they are watching everything we do and say online. We can't organise. Everyone too paranoid to arm up. Understandable. There's lots of stuff going on in the background, mate. Trust me. We can't talk about stuff online here. You can't talk about anything now online. You know.
Yeah, I know.
The only thing that's happening online with any of us is gobshites are giving a bit of stick. That's it, amongst ourselves. Nothing else gets spread online. Nobody knows anything. Nobody knows anything what's going on, but there's a lot going on, trust me. Yeah. Paddy Mac, all citizens shall be held equal before the law. Yes. This means that the state cannot unjustly, unreasonably, or arbitrarily discriminate between citizens. Thanks for that, Paddy. That type of crack is no crack at all. Yeah. Yeah. They want everyone fighting against one another.
That's
they do,
it.
You're right.
Yeah.
Even with my later in life diagnosis of autism, I can see the truth, but my family in Ireland are so brainwashed.
Yeah, I know, Michael, yeah. We're all in the same boat, unfortunately.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy.
You know?
Crazy. But, yeah, but, like, that's what's coming down the line for us. You know what I mean? What's happening in the UK? It's already happening here. We're just it's just a slow
and
kill.
We said it before, it's not just illegal immigration, it's also legal migration as well. That's what happened in England. Just too many coming in.
Yes, exactly. Too many coming in. And like how many of these Pakistanis coming in here and Indians that are coming in, how many of these are actually Muslim? Because I'd say 90% of them are Muslim coming in here, and being honest.
Probably are, but I don't know for certain.
They all go to the prayer things. They all do the Ramadan ding dong. You know what I mean? Like, you don't do that Ramadan ding dong if you're not Muslim, you know. So.
Well, I seen it here in Carlow, right?
Yeah.
There was a bank that was closed down, and there's kind of a corner space.
Yeah.
And we had a couple of foreign men there, right? I'm not sure their nationality. I don't think they're African. It could be Syrian or something like that. You know, the kind of slightly paler skin. But they're parked there. But the gas thing is, there was normally always either one or two of them. And then they disappeared then around the time of winter time. But now they're back now, and they've brought a few friends. And there's stages where there's 5 of them there. 5.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. You know, and like they're in full view of anyone going up and down that. And like that would be quite a busy street in Carlow, and everyone can see them. Businesses across the road and everything.
It's crazy. What's Leroy saying? It's not a question of racism, it's a question of Caligari plan in France. It's Caligari. Okay, yeah. I've been reading up about it. Paddy needs to wise up and realise that the Brits are our double force cousins. Yeah. Okay, Claire.
Jesus, we thought we had something to worry about with the British.
Yeah, exactly. We've reached 700
we didn't know what was coming, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we're down on numbers tonight now for some reason. Well, hey, listen, it is what it is. People must be doing shit, or something must be going on somewhere else.
Look, it's a midweek show. Not everyone can be on every night.
Exactly.
Unlike us.
Unlike us gobshites. But what I will do is I want to go with Karen Nolan talking about migration, criminal migration. So we'll just play this for a minute and come back.
Yeah.
Minister, I welcome the opportunity to speak on what has become an issue of major public and community concern. There can be no doubt that we are witnessing a significant escalation of knife-related incidents, antisocial behaviour and in many cases rapid deterioration of the respect for the rule of law. If you talk to communities or retailers away from the glare of public spotlight, they will tell you that pre-teens and young adults are engaging in dramatically high levels of unchecked intimidation, vandalism and petty crime, often with little Garda intervention due to age protections. In my own county of Offaly, a recent PQ reply I received indicated that the number of Gardaí members assigned to Offaly from the end of December 21 up to the 31st of October 2024 had risen by just 5, from a low of 157 to 162. And that, of course, is over the course of 3 years. And it's just not acceptable. Gardaí are stretched beyond reason, despite all of the pledges from government about ramping up recruitment. We can also not shy away from the fact that we must put in place entirely new measures to record data regarding the level of crime being committed by those who were in the country illegally or without proper vetting. This is absolutely necessary. People simply have no confidence that the tens of thousands of people arriving here are being checked against criminal databases. Nobody, and absolutely nobody, should get a pass or free rein just because they've entered the country through the asylum process. I'm calling again for robust and forensic levels of scrutiny to be applied to this very issue.
Yeah, fair play. Don't be sorry, Carol, having a chat with someone and moving and rustling. They look so unprofessional. They do. Some of them do look so unprofessional. And I want to damn it there. Hi, Paul. Hi, Orla from the Ginger D from sunny London. Yes.
Hi, Dermot.
Yes. Luke O'Connor resigned from the IFP to concentrate on his boxing career. Fair play, Dermot. Yeah.
Well, and then we had an announcement yesterday from the far right. Sorry, our Taoiseach, saying that a lot of what was coming in was economic migrants.
Yeah, I know.
Oh God, he's going over to the dark side.
Yeah, I think.
Did we not all say that for the last couple of years that this was kind of going on? No, we didn't say that. No, that must be just all rumours.
Yeah. Did I pull that down? Trailyard. Oh, there it's there.
Matty has the ashes. Yes, he does.
What did he say?
Matty has the ashes.
Yeah, he has, yeah. Pink-haired mare. Yeah, that's your woman in the thing there. Yeah, Sylvie. Yeah. But speaking of mares, I have the Derry mare there talking as well. I'll pull her up now in a minute because we finish up early enough if we don't get any more. But the Derry mare, where is she? Yeah. She's talking about people being terrorists and all sorts of shit, like, you know what I mean? But that was Carolyn anyway talking. So, that girl, Eva, the blondie girl, I'll play her now in a few minutes. But I just want to play this here. There's a big thing going around about measles at the minute, that there's an epidemic of measles in America and around Europe.
Yes. Remember we showed, was it on, what day are we on, Thursday? Remember Tuesday evening we showed the chart where it showed the measles deaths naturally and then the measles deaths after the shots. And
this is Dr. Sherry Tenpenny.
Oh, she's brilliant. She's really good.
But she knocks it down here and lets you know what's going on. So just have a listen to her.
Well, hello, everyone. This is Dr. Sherry Tenpenny from Cleveland, Ohio. I've been hearing all over the news about this outbreak of the measles, and people seem to be getting very worried about it. Well, what is measles? It's a fever, a cough, a rash, some diarrhea, some conjunctivitis, which leaves some crusting on the eyelashes. And at the end of the fever, the children get something called desquamation of the skin, which means a peeling off of the skin in their hands, which marks the end of the measles infection. The death rate from measles was 2 in a million in 1962. That comes from public health records, and that was the year before the measles vaccine was released. The measles vaccine cut down on the incidence rate of measles because it stopped the transmission, but it really didn't do anything to change the death rate, which was always very low. The World Health Organization has been publishing since 2005 that giving children vitamin A 200,000 IUs, yes, 200,000 IUs, which is about 1 cc of vitamin A, giving them two droppers full, one on, say, Monday, one on Tuesday, which can prevent and treat the measles. Why aren't we doing that instead of this hysteria over getting everyone vaccinated or revaccinated? Public health really needs to change its perspective and stop being solely based on high vaccination rates and low infection rates. We need to be talking about true prevention, nutrition, and health instead of vaccination rates.
Yeah, well, that's the measles.
That's actually, that's a bit like, remember they were saying during the whole COVID thing about taking the vitamin D to try and keep people out of hospital, especially the elderly and all that. But like, I had measles twice. I'm still alive.
Yeah. Well,
Now, maybe explain to that, Paul.
yeah, it's all the bulmers.
But I had it twice. I had mumps. I had rubella. Still alive. No shots.
Yeah. See, your immune system is brilliant.
But did you actually see the video there where it was back, I think, in the 1960s, and it was just like, keep your kids at home, give them games to play, make sure they have plenty of fluids and all that sort of stuff, and they'll just get over it.
Yeah, and you know what people are talking about?
And there was no hysteria over it or anything like that.
Raw milk. You drink raw milk, you don't get any of these bugs or anything like that. It's really good. Like, there's a video here. I'm just going to play it while we're on the subject of this. Raw milk is supposed to be very good for you, and when they pasteurize it, that's when they take all the goodness out of the milk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's illegal to drink raw milk. I think this is what they're telling you. I'll just present this. It's a couple of minutes long, and we'll come back. Yeah. Here we go.
Well, a glass of milk may seem pretty bland, good, but bland, but the drink is actually provoking a lot of emotion. Dr. Kim Mulvihill reports on the new battle over raw milk.
When the Chesson family sits down to dinner, they wash it down with a big glass of milk.
It's rich, it's creamy, it's very satisfying.
However, the milk served here is raw, unpasteurized, unprocessed, straight from the cow. Christine Chesson says raw milk contains lots of nutrients, including good germs that boost the immune system.
After the first year or so of drinking raw milk, I noticed that we didn't have any of the chronic sniffles, colds, flus.
That kind of talk drives public health expert John Swartzberg of Cal crazy.
There's no scientific evidence that raw milk is healthier, and there's tremendous evidence that it's dangerous.
Dangerous because Dr. Swartzberg says raw milk may contain disease-causing pathogens, bad germs that pasteurization kills.
If it's raw, it's more susceptible to being contaminated than if it's pasteurized.
Whether you're for raw milk or against it, raw milk is at the center of a battle that's been brewing for decades in California, and once again is heating up. As seen on this security camera footage, in late June, with guns drawn, federal, state, and local authorities raided a private raw foods club in Southern California. The target? Bottles of unpasteurized, unlabeled raw milk and blocks of raw cheese. The FDA won't discuss the case, saying it's an open investigation. But raw milk advocates say there's a bigger issue at stake: the freedom to choose what to eat or drink, even if public health experts say it's risky.
I would say that if there was going to be anything banned, it should be raw milk that's consumed just as milk.
The choice should be mine. I don't understand why they are trying to do away with a food product. It's not a drug. This is milk we're talking about.
Adding fuel to the fire, a proposed new law that would give the FDA new regulatory powers.
Well, the FDA has been pushing for quite a while to have greater control over the food products that humans are consuming.
Raw milk foodies fear these new regs will drive raw milk dairies out of business.
We love our raw milk, don't mess with it.
Mark McAfee of Fresno is owner of the largest raw milk dairy in the nation, one of only 2 licensed to do business in California.
When you produce raw milk intended for human consumption under the state of California standards, it's very, very safe.
Unlike some states, in California, it's legal to buy and sell raw milk. The dairies and the milk are inspected on a regular basis, but bottles have to carry government warning labels that detail how the milk may contain disease-causing microorganisms. If this new law passes,
There'll be a raw milk uprising.
Christine Chesson fears it will make food less safe.
If it makes it too hard for the raw dairies to produce their milk, I'll have to go get my raw milk on the black market.
Where she notes there is no regulation. Now, in much of the country, raw milk is only available on the black market. Under federal law, it's illegal to transport this milk across state lines. California is one of just a few states where it's legal to be sold on the farm and in retail stores. That's true of every county except Humboldt County.
Guess you could have your own cow, and then you would have raw milk. But it's not regulated federally. Why?
Well,
why
they're hoping to expand. I mean, that's one of the issues. These new regulations would give the FDA broader scope to expand it. Right now, they've left it up to the states. They said, okay, you decide what's best in your state.
All right, Kim. Thank you. Amid two ongoing wars, we observe Veterans Day. And to mark
Well, yeah, isn't that mad? Isn't that mad? I remember drinking it years ago when I was a kid. You know what I mean? And listen,
I can't remember. I don't know if I ever had it as a child. I can't remember.
Years ago, I had it. Yeah, years ago.
And I'd be coming from a farming background. You know what I mean? But now, not that my father had dairy. He didn't. You know, he would have beef. But like, as I said, you would have had neighbours and all that, another family in relation to dairy. But I can't remember if I ever had it as a child. I don't remember. Do you know?
Someone's just asking, does anyone know where we can get raw milk in Ireland? Dublin, preferably. I don't actually, but we could look into it. Someone else is asking there.
Unless you ask a farmer, like, you know, a dairy farmer. Do you know?
Does anyone have a way to contact Gavin Pepper regarding that lady and her young son? I have, yeah. I can contact.
What's that about?
About the lady and her son. Text me there on that number.
Did I miss that?
Call me on 089 203 1521. No, do you remember the other lady that was at the protest yesterday, Nicola and Harry? Harry was her son.
Oh,
in
yes,
the UK.
yes,
I
yes.
think that's what I'm talking about.
God love her speaking. Like, did you see her shaking on the microphone?
Oh, she was crying. It was horrendous.
Yeah, I know. That was terrible.
Just taken off her, you know. Yeah, Jay, you can get some shops like fruit and veg, maybe natural health food store. You might get them
Yeah,
there.
they might have it there. Yeah, yeah. Or if you know a local farmer, dairy farmer, just ask. Maybe they might do it. I don't know. I don't know now.
Cashel raw milk. There we go. Colette with Cashel raw milk. There you go, people. Couldn't drink better. In season and available from the end of March. Okay, fair enough. Oh yeah, just looking at the last one there. Pig trotters, James Bond pig trotters was nice. I used to love eating pig trotters when I was a kid.
Oh God!
Oh,
no.
will you stop? You'll be sucking the meat out.
Oh
yeah.
No.
Oh man, yeah,
No.
amazing. I used to love it. You used to get a pig's trotter for about, it was only a couple of pence, and you'd boil 2 or 3 of them in the pot. Yeah.
Oh, do you remember? Do you remember when you were a child and you were given liver? Do you remember that? Oh God!
I still love liver. Still love liver. And tripe. Do you ever eat tripe? Do you ever eat tripe? Ah, come on.
No.
Tripe and onions in a milk sauce.
No, but I would have had
mashed
liver when I
potatoes.
was younger. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah.
Mashed potatoes, liver and kidneys and all of that. Heart. I wasn't really I wasn't a fan of heart now, to be honest with you. Stuffed heart around like that. But I think I tried it once. So just the heart just wouldn't. But liver.
I remember the liver. I remember getting liver all right as a child. Oh Jesus.
Do you remember eating cod's roe? Do you remember cod's roe?
What?
Do you ever get that roe? Cod's roe. It's the eggs of a cod.
What?
It's inside it. Yeah, cod's roe. It comes out in like a like a packet, like, you know, like a sealed, you know, like a baby comes out in like a sealed thing, and you just fry it. Oh,
what is it?
Man. It's eggs, cod's eggs. Baby's eggs from the inside of a cod.
Paul, you're a lot older than I am.
Yeah, well, my nanny used to have, like, we used to eat all of these things. Like,
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't eat was spinach. I still don't like spinach. I just can't. You know what I mean? There we go. A bit of liver and onions, lovely stuff.
Oh yeah. No.
Bit of red wine in the sauce, mate. Just gives it that little kick. I don't even like wine, but it's nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, liver is horrendous. Even the smell.
Oh,
No
yeah.
way. Dairy farmers keep a cow for their family with no hormones or processed feed. I probably do. Yeah. Caviar. Yeah, it's caviar.
Caviar.
It's
Oh,
called
caviar. What were you
it was
calling
called
it?
Cod's Roe. Cod's Roe. It's the roe of it's the eggs of the roe. You know what I mean? That's what it was called.
Yeah.
Cod's Roe. It was
But
like in
like,
a little net. Yeah.
yeah. Paul, caviar is too posh for you. I hardly doubt it was caviar you were getting.
It wasn't caviar. Caviar is only the posh name they
I just
brought out
wasn't
now.
like
It was
frog
Cod's Roe.
spawn or something like from the local river.
Yeah. Beef liver is good for you. Yeah. Cow's tongue. Oh, yeah. I've often had
Oh
that as well.
no, Letitia, no.
Sheep tripe. Oh, tripe
Oh
and onions, man. No, yum.
no.
With rice and chips. I love it.
Oh God, no.
Yeah.
Caviar.
Tripe,
Imagine you going
brisket,
down to the lads
kidney,
at
bony.
Kulak saying, I'm going home now to have my dinner. It's caviar.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Have I missed that number? No, there, I'll put it back up for you there, Letitia. There you go there. It's 089 203 1521. So it's 089 203 1521. That's the show. So that comes into me and
Yeah. Do you know my
talk
mother,
to
I
you
was
about
just saying before, my mother used to make, you know the way you'd have leftover potatoes the next day? And she used to make the most fantastic fried potatoes and onions. Now, they were gorgeous.
oxtail. Oh, I love an oxtail.
No.
So you're a bleeding veggie, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
no,
so you can't be into this conversation, you know what I mean? You eat rice and Linda McCartney, you know what I mean? Like, come on, you know what I mean?
And I have my soya milk and oat milk.
Soya milk, me arse. It's no good for you. You want real milk, good milk. James Bond says, I'm bursting all right for Newlet. Hot wind, wash down with a few Guinness and finish with a few Jamesons. Jesus, oh, yeah, for that. Paul, that must be corking you.
Why, for what?
No, we're all doves.
It must be something to do with some sort of food.
It must be a Cork thing, the different foods, Caviar is from sturgeon. Yeah, these weren't sturgeon, these were cod. And when they be gutting them, this used to fall out, and you used to get it off them if you asked them, you know what I mean?
Oh, no. I'd say it was, I'd say it was frog spawn.
And a coddle. What about coddle? What about coddles? Would you eat coddles now? Would you? No, you don't, obviously, because you're a veggie, but
what's the coddles again?
Oh, rasher sausages, the whole lot, onions, potatoes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we're all like putting it in one pot, isn't it?
Yeah.
No.
Look, eating brawn or haslet. Oh, I got some over the shop at Kilbarrack. Haslet. Oh, stop all it. It's meat.
These like Dublin sayings or something, are they?
No, haslet. It's like meat with stuffing going through it. It's
never heard of it.
Gorgeous. I was a big fan of Dynasty back in the 80s. Joan Collins was Alexis. I wasn't a big fan, but my man and dad used to watch it all the time. You'd hear it starting, you know what I mean? And stop her, I'm starving here. So am I, mate. I'm thinking of going in for a sandwich. We finish up early. I'm going to do a sandwich.
Oh my God.
Jameson's nectar. Yeah. Potato cakes. Love all
yes,
that.
Liz. Yeah.
Sorry, Hunt. Sorry about that. I did. Can you leave it up? There it is. There going along the screen there. Sorry about that. I thought you got it when I said it, but I leave it across the bottom there. But coddle is nice, yeah. Cork eat the offal, Orla. Yeah, Cork eat all that.
Okay, yeah. No, I didn't. Yeah, no, I think I only had liver and
boiled willy.
Off meat.
I've never had a boiled willy, but that's what they used to call it. They used to call it years ago. Oh, you're eating boiled willies. Your ma's making his boiled willies in the coddle, you know.
Oh my God, no, definitely didn't have that.
Yeah, I had a bit of potato soup to mine, just to thicken it up, and it makes it. Oh, it's lovely.
And that's what you were eating.
Yeah, my first time in Irish, it was Irish stew. Is that how it's written? It was so good with it, Kilkenny. Yeah, Irish stew. Yeah, I love Irish stew as well. Can you still get haslet? Yeah, you can still get haslet. Yeah, grilled sausages and sliced. Oh, lads, come on. Let's not keep going with frog spawn. No, I wouldn't be into that. You know that isn't that? Do you know that stuff that you get? Is it tapioca? It's like snots.
Yes. Tapioca. Yeah, it's like frog spawn. Yeah.
Oh man,
it does.
Oh, pig trotters, pig's ears. Yeah, you can't beat them. Like, you know what I mean?
Actually, the liver was actually very high in vitamin A.
Yeah. I want to go with this Derry Mayor, right? And then I want to go with Trump. Just when we finish up then, because we only have a few minutes. But the Derry Mayor, wait till you hear this one.
Let me be very clear. I will not be deterred, not by name calling, not by the smearing of my character, and certainly
That's not very loud, so I'm not going to play that. And she just annoys me as well. So
What was she saying?
She's talking about intimidation, and she had to get death threats and the whole lot. And you can't hear it, can you not? It's very low, is it?
No, it's very low.
Yeah, okay, I won't bother playing it then. But
she probably caused the trouble anyway.
yeah, probably. But
what's the Trump thing?
We were talking about the Taoiseach. I'm just going to play this. This is your man Paul Treviard. You know him? I think you.
Oh yeah, it's a nice time to watch it. Oh, he's brilliant. Yeah. Oh my God, good. I love him. He's brilliant.
We'll listen to this and we'll come back.
Yeah.
I'm back in my office. Hadn't planned on doing a video, but then, and I say to myself every single day, I'm going to remain nice and calm and relaxed. And then I go on to Twitter and I see our Taoiseach, our leader, I use that term very, very loosely, our Prime Minister, just in case if you're not from Ireland, has now come out and admitted that immigration into Ireland is off the charts, most of whom are illegal, shouldn't be here at all, and that they need to get tough on basically getting rid of them. Like, with the greatest respect, fuck me pink. Could you imagine taking a shit on the floor and coming back and turning around going, I don't know who did that, lads. Better clean that up. That's an awful disgrace. These are the people who brought in hundreds of thousands of people into the country with no vetting, with no passport control, with no anything. Come on in, the price is right. There you are, get all the money, get everything you need. And, by the way, people of Ireland, if you say anything about this, we're going to label you far-right, racist, Nazis, and absolute despicable people, because all these people are fleeing war-torn persecution countries and all this kind of shite that was rammed down our throat. For almost 3 years, we have had that thrown in our face. And everybody said, no, nobody has any objection with anybody coming into the country who wants to work, who wants to contribute to society in a positive way, don't care about the colour of your skin, don't care who you bow down and pray to, don't care about any of that kind of stuff, as long as you're a good citizen and you're prepared to work hard. Nobody cares about anything else. But we've an issue with all these people who are coming in sponging off the country, sponging off the system, and sponging off hard-working people whose taxes are going to cover this, because the bill is about $4 billion per annum. All labelled far-right, racist, Nazis, absolute zero empathy, zero compassion for all these people. And now the leader of our country, again, leader, I use that term very, very loosely, is now saying what everybody has been saying for the last 2-3 years about how out of control mass illegal immigration is coming into the country. And we're supposed to go like, hang on, well, that's okay. No, you're okay, Micheál Martin. That's zero accountability. Nobody holds them to account for what they have done. There's no repercussions for any of the politicians come, gone, or still here that were like to blame for this. Nobody. Like, it's fucking insane. It's also highly coincidental that this very man is heading over to America to meet President Trump next week. Isn't it highly coincidental that he's coming out with this right now, as he's heading over to America to say, yes, illegal immigration is out of control and we're going to do everything we can to fix it because we're the new government, because he thinks Trump and his administration are so stupid that they're not going to know that our current leader was the same in the previous government as well. They take us for fools, probably because most of us act like fools and let them away with all this kind of shit. But again, here's a video for the archives, for the alien overlords to come down in hundreds of years' time to turn around and go, at least one person put their hand up and said, this is an absolute load of shit. Unbelievable, but I expect no less from the Taoiseach, the leader, our Prime Minister of this country. It is absolutely, I have to admit, even I am amazed that he came out with this today. It is incredible. Illegal immigration, off the charts, out of control, and most of those people that have come into the country shouldn't be here in the first place. You literally could not fucking make this up. Have a great day. Is it just me? Is it just me? As I'm like that twat Dylan Mulvaney. Is now a good time? Is now a good time? Is it just me that thinks like this? Am I the crazy, batshit crazy one? Let me know in the comments below.
He's brilliant.
He's
I have
very
to say, I
good.
like him. I
He
really
just
like him. Yeah,
he just says what everyone's thinking. He's very, very good now, I
yeah,
have to say.
yeah. He
You know, I
is.
use a lot of his stuff. He's brilliant.
Yeah, I share a lot of his stuff as well. Yeah, yeah, I do.
You know, but I mean, that's it. Like, I mean, we've all been called, for all of us saying about the economic migrants and this, that, and the other, and we were all called far right, and now, but it's okay for the
Yeah.
Taoiseach to go out and say it. Like, it's just ridiculous, you know?
It's okay for them to do whatever they want. You know what I mean?
And it's probably, he's right, it's probably because they are heading over to the States. So they obviously got their invitation, finally.
Yeah. But what we were talking about, that Derry Mayor I was going to put up there a minute ago, she's talking about being death threats online and death threats and this, that, and the other. And she's making a big hullabaloo about it and they're looking into it. What happened here last week when the death threats were made to Gavin Pepper? Nothing.
I know.
Crickets. Every media had crickets about it.
I know.
I don't think any of them ran with it. None of them ran with it.
Mm.
We were the only ones who showed it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Do you know that blondie girl? I think she's Dutch. From what's her name? Eva. She's
Yes.
lovely.
Yeah, she's brilliant. Yes, she's very good.
We'll play her video and we'll finish up then after
Okay.
that. I'd say we have Trump with the sex change thing as well. We'll go with that
Okay.
as well before we finish up. Well, let's go with Eva and let's see what she has.
She's very good.
Okay, so the people who rule us from Brussels have officially lost their minds. Ursula von der Leyen, the head of the European Commission, has announced a new plan called Rearm Europe. And she now intends to send 800 billion euros to Ukraine. 800 billion. It's very clear that after Zelensky visited the White House and basically got told by Donald Trump and JD Vance, hey buddy, you have too many men dying and we are going to stop being your piggy bank, so you better aim for a ceasefire, that now the European bureaucrats have decided they're going to do the direct opposite of anything that Trump is proposing, and they are just doubling down. They're doubling down with money, they're doubling down with words, and soon I bet you they will be doubling down by saying, we're going to send actual troops to the front. We're going to send our men, our kids to die for Ukraine. Because the people who rule us don't give a flying about us, a rat's ass about us, let me put it that way. That's clear by the way that they've been ruling us for decades now. But these people are so insane that they're willing to risk World War III for their money laundering power grab. Because that's, of course, what this is. And we, the European people, what can we do about it? Ursula von der Leyen is an unelected bureaucrat. She's deciding to send that money by herself right now. 800 billion. I need to remind you. Friedrich Merz, the soon-to-be Chancellor of Germany, is now trying to push a law through very quickly before AfD takes their seats in Parliament, because otherwise that law wouldn't pass, to get rid of the German Schuldenbremse, like the debt brake, essentially something that keeps the German government from overspending so they don't spiral into debt, in order to send more money to Ukraine, which otherwise would be illegal. I rest my case. These people are dangerous fools. If they were just fools, that would be one thing, but these people are extremely dangerous. And this is going to cost more lives, first of all, more Ukrainian and Russian lives, and soon I'm sure also ours. Because apparently they've decided that the morally superior thing to do is to take anything that Trump does and do a 180 turn. They're doubling down. Whilst America is off to a great start, we're going down the deep end here.
Yeah. She is very good now. And Letitia put up there, Paul likes this girl. I do like her. She's a very beautiful girl, but she's a lot younger than me. Too young for me now, to be honest with you.
She's a journalist, isn't she? Yeah, she's a journalist.
She's brilliant. She is brilliant. She calls it out for what it is. All the rulers say that people are far right. False. We defend our history, our religion, our homeland. Everyone has their beliefs without imposing them on others. Yes, it's true. Every country has to only vote for patriot parties. Yes, I've said this all along. You know, I really have. And if you look up in the corner there, you'll see it there. Now, media assets. There it is there, look. Don't woke politicians elect patriotic candidates. Stop the great replacement. That's what I had. I brought that around on the campaign with me. I had a big tricolour made like that with that on it, you know. So yeah. So fair play to her. Yeah, she's brilliant. Okay, legendary Dirty here. Heard you were looking for milk. You caught me in a good mood. In a good mood. Now, is that funny, or it is a bit funny? But are you actually a dairy? Can we get milk from you, and can we give it out to people? Send it to me on. If you want to send me your details, there you go. 089-203-1521. Yeah, that's what we do.
So where's you have a video on Trump?
I have, yes, and it's about him. He done a State of the Union last night, and yeah, he spoke about banning sex changes. Yeah, just let me play it there.
And now I want Congress to pass a bill permanently banning and criminalizing sex changes on children and forever ending the lie that any child is trapped in the wrong body. This is a big lie. And our message to every child in America is that you are perfect exactly the way God made you.
Not one of the Democrats got up and clapped for that. Not one.
I know. I know.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Fair play, Trump.
Yeah. But we've hit 800 people. Fair play to you. That's us. And yeah, thank you very much, everyone. And but I think you seen Trump and Zelensky's meeting, didn't you, last Friday in the thing? Well, somebody done a sketch of it, you know, they put in their own words.
Right, okay.
What have you. So this is, yeah, it's a bit funny.
Okay.
But we'll go with that, a bit of humor, and then we'll finish up.
Okay.
Yours. We thought that baggie belonged to Hunter. You know, I think the Secret Service probably still has it somewhere.
I have been stealing the money.
I'm sorry, what's that now?
I must to speak honestly. I steal many of USA dollars to Ukraine. Millions. Some dollars for some oligarchs also. Some for American bureaucrats also.
Well, we know that, but why are you telling me this?
Because, Mr. Trump, if you end war, we cannot steal any more money. We must continue war.
No, the war must end. Your people are dying, Zelensky. They're dying.
But I want to steal more money. What do you want? Fellatio, I can do it.
No, I don't want fellatio. No.
Are you sure? I did for Biden.
Okay, that is what we call oversharing. Look, there's nothing you have that I want. You're not going to convince me to keep this war going. You don't have the cards.
I not play cards.
No, I know you're not literally playing cards. It's a metaphor. It's like I'm playing 4D chess and you're playing checkers.
No, I not play checkers. There is no checkerboard, you see.
Okay, let's try this. I am in the driver's seat, okay? Do you understand that expression?
No, but we are not in car.
No, you're right. You're right. We're not in a car. That's true.
Listen, Mr. Trump, I am actor/comedian. I crave attention. Since start of war, I get worshipped by presidents. I'm worshipped by Hollywood. If war ends, no more attention, no more worship. With all due respect, Mr. Trump, this war must last forever.
I tell you what, if you agree to end this war, we will do a remake of Friends, and you can play Ukrainian Chandler Bing. How does that sound?
Oh, I love the Friends. This is favorite show of me. I am such a Monica.
Fantastic. Okay, so let's sign the thing, and then I'll go show you the room where Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky did it.
Oh, yes, this is funny because I just say I'm such a Monica. Maybe we will go in room and you can be Bill Clinton and I will be Monica. Yes?
You know what? Forget the room. Let's just sign the document. Does anyone have a pen? Phil? Where's Phil? I need a pen. Somebody give me a damn pen.
Very good. Mm.
I love it. I really
People
do.
come up with some great stuff.
I tell you, there is some great stuff going around already. But I'm just going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to check Twitter now to see did that and come in while we were. Oh, there it is. Hang on. See if there aren't we can go with breaking news or anything like that. If there's anything happening. We've Micheál Martin. We don't want to look at him again. He's
No, we've done enough for him tonight. Last lifetime.
Yeah, we have. No, there's nothing in there breaking news. So, Asylum Centre in Sligo Town, they're putting one in there now. We're just seeing that there.
Is that the one that we featured with the huge building that was been done?
Yeah.
That wouldn't be ready yet, would it?
Yeah. No, I don't think it is ready yet. I don't think so. But so I think we'll finish up. We've gone through. We'll just go through the last few comments there from everyone. Egypt is now spread 50 any position. How they getting caught in that? If you give my green t-shirt and wear my party, okay. Hundreds of thousands of men enriching the soil of Ukraine further, ready for the takeover. Black Rock. I thought I had a little video there, but it doesn't matter. We can play it again on. It was actually a video clip that went to a woman. We'll talk about it on Sunday night. From Zelensky taking teenage kids out the street in Ukraine to fight in his war. Yeah, it's
we had those videos there on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Pretty tough watching.
More true than what's actually happened. Zelensky's wife tries a Bacardi worth $4 million. Yes, we were speaking about that earlier. Another great one. Thanks, Orla and Paul.
Trish.
No problem, Trish. Fair play to you. Another Asylum Centre in Bettystown, 80 apartments. Big fireplace. Good night and God bless. Good night and God bless.
Thanks, Carol.
Nice, Anthony. Nice one, Anthony and Orla. Paul and Orla. Anthony is very busy trying to save the world. Have a good night, people. Yeah. Orla, I'll drop you down for a minute and bring you back up. And then when we finish up.
No problem.
Well, people, thank you very much for tuning in again tonight. We've 840 we had. That was the last number that we had. So, yeah, fair play, 840. Thank you very much. And if you can buy us a coffee, please do. Thank you very much. As I say, every night I'm on here, the truth is like a lion. You don't have to defend it. You just let it loose and it will defend itself. Good night and God bless.